Hey everyone, welcome back to Top Chef, Waterloo region. We're here at the Underground Flavor Group in downtown Kitchener, and we're about to kick off battle number 4 of the round of 16. So tonight we touched down in the Caribbean cuisine, and we have 2 very local Caribbean chefs that are about to battle toe-to-toe. First off, we have Chef Phil DeWar, who will be battling against Chef Alejandro Martinez. The secret ingredient that we got tonight that is sponsored by Adesia is a West Indian curry, which is a very delicious yet potent curry that consists of some very strong flavors like turmeric, fenugreek, garlic, and some chili paste as well in there. So before we kick off, I'll let my fellow judges introduce themselves, and it's gonna be a great evening.
Hey everyone, my name is Gabrielle Dozois, and I'm a self-employed business owner in downtown Cambridge in the beauty industry. But that being said, I am a self-proclaimed foodie, so I'm so excited to check out all the dishes tonight that the chefs had prepared for us. I just got back from Costa Rica, so let's keep this Caribbean food rolling. And congratulations to all the chefs.
I'm Soulyve Poons. I'm a local foodie. Definitely a huge supporter of UFG and the community. Looking forward to tonight's battle. Chef Alejandro versus Chef Phil there. It's going to be exciting. I love the flavors of Trinidadian Caribbean cuisine, so this is one to look out for.
Hey guys, I'm Evva Vandervoort. I represent Fresh Eats. I've been here in the local food scene for just over 20 years. I'm honored to be one of the judges here tonight. I am looking forward to some Caribbean dishes. Costa Rica is actually one of my favorite countries I've ever visited down in the Caribbean, so I am certainly looking forward to what they bring to the table.
All right, so we're here in the UFG kitchen. We're about to kick off the first course. We have Chef Alejandro and his sous chef Brenna about to kick off the first dish. Chefs, tell me, what are we cooking tonight?
We're making something amazing. We're making a fusion of what is the soul and heart of the Latin Caribbean. So what we call in Costa Rica and in Nicaragua and other countries, gallo pinto, with the Caribbean side, rice and peas or rice and beans, which is pretty similar. However, they use coconut milk. On the Pacific side, we do not, but I'm making a nice fusion with that. With that, I'm making also delicious mahi, lobster, and mango ceviche, which is just the heart of my Punta Arenas. And that is also gonna go with some deep fried green plantains and crayfish with a sauce that I make with the secret ingredient, which is a curry paste, and it tastes delicious.
I love it. What a great answer. I love that. Amazing. So I guess we'll kick off into the first course, and chefs, best of luck.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, so we're here in the UFG kitchen. Right before we kick off the second course, we have Chef Phil and his sous chef, Chef Sebastian from Soulyve. Right on. What do we got cooking tonight?
Man, we have some guava glazed salmon. We're doing a play on potato gratin with some plantains. And then we have some callaloo greens, which is kind of like a collards from the island of Jamaica. So we're gonna play with that, some grilled scallions. We have some Parmesan. So we're trying to do a little fusion take on how to elevate, a meat and potatoes dish, Caribbean style.
Very cool. That sounds delicious. I can't wait to see it. So final question, what do you feel about your competitors tonight?
Man, Chef Alejandro, as I'm watching him work, you can tell he come from military, man. I didn't want to play with that guy. He's moving with precision. Brenda, she's a nice young person. She's doing good. It's been a good vibe in the kitchen. Everyone's been very polite. We're here, I think, to more so kind of kickstart the culinary vibe and celebrate the Kitchener Waterloo Top Chef and the culinary scene here. I'm from Orangeville myself. He's from Orangeville himself. And so we're happy to be here and kind of be involved in what's going on down here. So
I guess I'll let you guys kind of get to do what you were doing, and best of luck tonight, chefs.
Yeah.
All right, so for the first course, we had Chef Alejandro bring out his first dish there for us. So he brought us a really, really cool twist on a ceviche with some fried rice and beans and some plantain as well. I definitely would love to have the opportunity to chat with my fellow judges here on kind of what your take on that the dishes were. Gabby, I'll start it off with you if that's all right.
Well, I just got back from Costa Rica, and Chef Alejandro definitely brought me right back down to Costa Rica. His flavors in his dishes were absolutely amazing, and you could definitely taste the Caribbean spice in there. For me, I just wish it was a little bit spicier, just to get a little bit of heat in my mouth there. But overall, loved his dish, and it was a great experience.
So we just wrapped up on Alejandro's dish. The ceviche was amazing. I think he did an excellent job at creating the ceviche. I loved how it was put into the coconut as well. Definitely gave that Caribbean feel to the plate for sure. So all in all, I think he did an amazing job.
Chef Alejandro's dish came out, the plating was very fun, tropical. I loved the way that he presented it. The ceviche was very good. The rice was very good. My only critique on Alejandro's dish was that cohesively, I don't believe that it came together as a full dish for an entree, but kudos to Chef Alejandro, well done.
Yeah, so Chef Alejandro's dish was it was very fun. It definitely had some great tropical looks to it. I know there were some comments from some of the guests tonight about having unedible items on the plate, for example, like some of the herbs or pineapple leaves. But that's what you get down south, so I actually enjoyed that. And the creativity of playing in the coconut and the fried rice and beans, it was very cool. From my perspective, from a judge's perspective, definitely could have used just maybe not even more spiciness, but just more spices in general, seasonings, and honestly that curry paste could have been taken a lot more, which would have definitely elevated that dish like very well. Overall, I think it's a great dish. I do also believe Alejandro could have maybe pushed himself a little bit harder, but it was a very good dish overall. I mean, we all enjoyed it here at the judges panel, so yeah, good dish.
Chef Phil's dish came out looking and smelling great. He had the cassava and the breadfruit chips there. I thought that was done very well. The salmon with the guava, that was delicious. My only critique on him would be the gratin. I don't believe that it was maybe cooked as long. Could have been shaved. The plantains could have been shaved a little bit thinner, and maybe some more use of the black box ingredients. But overall, a very powerful dish.
So again, we just wrapped up Phil's dish. I thought the presentation was great on the dish itself, and as mentioned, that guava fruit type flavor really did leave your mouth feeling like you were feeling the flavor there on that one. So I thought he did a really great job.
And I agree. I was kind of shocked to see the salmon out there for his Caribbean dish, but the flavors in the salmon was absolutely amazing. I think both chefs did a great job with all of their flavors in their dishes. My one critique for both of the chefs would be to add a little bit more of that black box spice, but both Phil and Alejandro had amazing food tonight.
And to just wrap it up, yeah, it was a very good dish. Definitely very creative. I think the creativity was definitely on Chef Phil's side. And I mean, quite frankly, he had to, right? He knows he's coming into a Caribbean battle as a Caribbean chef. There's very high expectations from it. And I think we all talked about it at the beginning to see if he's going to go the comfort route or if he's going to really step out of his element. And I think he definitely stepped out of his element, and he brought a Caribbean dish that I've never tasted before. I do agree with Sai. I think the plantain gratin was a little on the starchier side. It almost became difficult to eat after being halfway through it. And I mean, that could be for several reasons. Maybe could be cooked longer. Maybe it's difficult green plantain as it's very starchy already on its own. Or maybe just more sauce or I'm going to say grease or fat that could really tender all of that out. But yeah, salmon was really great. I could literally roll in it. And it was a very good dish. All right, and to wrap up an amazing dinner by a very close decision, we are giving the win tonight to Chef Phil DeWar of Soulyve Catering. He did bring us that amazing dish, and honestly, a very well-deserved win. So on April 2nd, Chef Phil will be facing off against Chef Tim Boris of Lancaster Smokehouse for the Battle of the Spanish Cuisine. But before we wrap it up, of course, I want to give a big shout out to my entire UFG organization for supporting us always, to our sponsors, Adesia, for providing us amazing black box ingredients always, to Exclusive Vibes for bringing us the amazing tunes always, and for Levacy Productions and Rogers for bringing us entire video program as well.